Hey, what up, guys? Today, another beautiful day, getting our walk on, grinding, and I wanted to talk to y'all because I really am doing these videos and these daily walk vlogs, whatever you want to call them, because I want to talk to someone who's younger. I want to talk to somebody who hasn't gone through life yet and hasn't accomplished anything yet in life. And let me explain something to you guys today. I want to know why you waiting? Why are you waiting? I know you think, whatever I need to do, I can do tomorrow. And I don't know if you've ever seen that one Rocky movie where there's Apollo is yelling at Rocky and he's like, there is no tomorrow. That's true. There is no tomorrow for somebody. Every day there's somebody who passes away, and every day there's somebody who gets born. So what I'm telling you is this: if you think you're waiting on something to be perfect, it never will be until it is. And what I mean by that is the grind of failing, the grind of figuring things out is the whole part of becoming perfect. You're never going to see progress if you're never starting, okay? And the reason you never really start is because of fear. You let fear control your life. You let fear stop you from achieving something you want to achieve because you're worried you won't achieve it, which is a catch-22 because if you never start something, you sure as hell can't never achieve it. You know what I mean? So, I really want to give y'all some analogies and some stories so to show you that fear is a concept that you shouldn't even accept. And I'll give you, okay, so first I'm going to tell you a story about how, in my life, how fear has controlled me and how I've let fear stop me from doing certain things in life. And then I'm going to give you an analogy to show you how you should never accept fear as your ultimate. Let me tell you why. Okay, so first, the story. When I was in high school, I was a good athlete. I was captain of the football team. I ended up going to college to play football, right? When it came to girls, I didn't know what to say to them. I was nervous. I always would only go with the girls that came up to me and liked me. I never approached girls. And the reason I never approached girls was when I was in fifth or sixth grade, I approached a girl that I liked. At least I thought I liked. And I did the typical thing all guys do. I told her I liked her. Clearly she didn't like me, right? But I thought I could win her over. I thought I could win her over by, and you'll know I ain't making this up because it's gonna sound ridiculous. I bought this girl, Valentine's Day. I would give her Valentine's Day gifts, and I found out when her birthday was, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna make you a cake. I know y'all. Put in the comments if you've been that guy that have done stupid shit like this when you were a kid. So I found out it was her birthday. I made her a whole cake and I brought it to school. And we all ate the cake and everybody was like, "Oh, thank you, guys." Because kids love cake back in the day. And of course she was like, "Thanks," but nothing came from it. I didn't get a kiss. I didn't get a hug. I didn't get nothing because the reality was I was trying to make somebody like me for other things than just being me. Okay? And from that situation, I was down. I felt bad. I let that situation stop me from pursuing other situations. I let that situation stop me from going out and pursuing the girls I wanted to talk to. Instead, I let girls who wanted to talk to me approach me. And I'm gonna tell you, as being a man, you can't do that. You can't go after the women that want you, because you're always gonna play it safe. Go after what you want, and if you fail, so fucking well. So fucking what? Like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And I know at the time, I wish I could go back and tell myself that, because my senior year, there was this girl, right, that had moved into the school. I'm not gonna say her name because we still friends on Facebook and stuff like that. But her name, let's just say her name was Stacy. I'm gonna come up with a name, Stacy. Well, Stacy, I had a huge crush on Stacy. I'm telling you, Stacy was everything to me. Stacy had the body. She was cool. We had classes together, and I wanted to ask Stacy to the prom. And I kept thinking in my head, because I had made this belief in my mind that no, nobody that I like would like me, because before, when I liked a girl, she didn't like me. So I should just wait for whoever likes me. That's kind of how I was thinking. And I waited and I waited and I waited. And this other girl, and I'm friends with her too, came up to me and she asked me, hey, are you going with anybody to the prom? We'll call her Carol. So when Carol asked me, do you want to go to the prom with you? I was like, I'll let you know. And the reason I said I'll let you know is because I wanted to ask out Stacy. But I resorted to my fear. I accepted the fear that Stacy would not go with me. And I accepted going to prom with Carol. And Carol and me, we had a good time. But guess what? When all said and done, when the year was over and prom came about, and guess what? Stacy, nobody asked Stacy to go to prom with her. And I was like, damn, nobody even asked her. This is how fear can control your life and you not get what you want in life. Okay? When we get to prom, Stacy's looking good. Carol's looking nice. But I didn't want to go with Carol. I wanted to go with Stacy. So I see Stacy and we dance. We start dancing. I say, you know what? School's over. I have nothing else. This is probably the last time I'm ever going to see her. So we start dancing. We damn near danced the whole prom. I danced with Carol a little bit, but I danced with Stacy a lot. So I find out, I get Stacy's number. School's over. We graduate. I graduate. She was a year younger than me, so I think, yeah. Summer school starts, or summer vacation starts. I'm about to go to college to go play football. Guess what? I literally said, you know what? I ain't got nothing to lose now. I might as well just tell her how I feel. I go to Stacy. I tell her, hey, we hanging out. We went to hang out in the summertime, and I tell her, hey, I want you to know I had a big crush on you. I still have a big crush on you. You know, this girl tell me, I had the hugest crush on you. I thought you were gonna ask me to prom, but you didn't. And I'm telling you, the hatred or the feeling of hate that I had in my heart for myself from doing that, from hearing that, was like, yo, everything that I was afraid of was for nothing. I could have, if I would have just not accepted the fear and asked the girl I wanted to ask, guess what would have happened? I would have been going to prom with who I would have went. You don't know what could have happened. We could have ended up being a relationship, whatever. But now I'm going to college. We stayed friends and we talked, but we actually kind of dated a little bit for the little bit of time. But I went out of state, so we never had a chance to do it. But I say that to say this. You don't make any shots you don't shoot. You don't make any shots you don't shoot. You cannot be afraid of anything because you don't know what the results are going to be. If you sit there and think the results are going to be bad, guess what? You don't know. Why and not even that, why tell yourself that something's gonna be bad? Why not tell yourself everything that you do is gonna be good? It changes nothing. The outcome is gonna be the outcome. That's the thing you gotta realize. So why not tell yourself inside in your head, hey, everything I do is gonna turn out great. And if it doesn't, so what? You figure out another way. You find out another person to go to prom with. You figure out another profession to do. There's so many options, so many different things out in this world that's at your fingertips, but you're too scared to go and take it. Okay? So that's the example I wanted to give you. Now the analogy I want to give you, let me ask you, and I don't know about y'all, but I'm an avid moviegoer. I love going to the movies. I love watching movies. It just takes your mind somewhere else so you can, be entertained. So what I want you to think about is, let's say you're watching an action movie, okay? Or any type of movie, comedy, whatever. And in the movie, the guy, the main character, he has a chance to save the girl, save the damsel in distress, right? And in the movie, he goes, she's like, reach out for my hand, and he just says, no, I can't. I'm too afraid. I'm too scared. I can't do it. Would you not be like, come on, what kind of movie is this? Like, why wouldn't he just try? Attempt it. You know why? Because that's real. Then this is what I want you to see. That movie is your life. Every time you don't take a risk, every time you don't try to catch the damsel in distress, every time you don't sit there and say, you know what, I'm going to put myself out there, this is your movie, okay? Our lives are our movie. And if you want to sit there, ask yourself, what's your movie going to say? What's your movie going to tell? Is it going to be a whole bunch of scenes where the main character doesn't try to save the girl? Is it going to be where he doesn't go and fight the bully? Is it going to be where he doesn't go and take that job? Okay? Or he doesn't go and get up and start running and getting a workout? What's going to be your story? Because if you saw a movie and you would say, that's whack that the main character didn't even try. He was so scared and fearful, he wouldn't even attempt to fight the bad guy or attempt to overcome his disabilities. Guess what? That's you. That's your movie. If you're going to let it, or are you going to sit there and say, you know what? I'm going to get up. I'm going to go do something. I'm going to sit there and try and fuck fear. Because you know why? Just like a movie, it has a running time. And after the movie's over, the movie's over. You got to go on to something else now. That's your life. After our time is here on earth is gone, it's gone. So why be scared to do anything? Why don't let yourself have any regrets? The worst thing you can do in life is sit there and have regrets about what you coulda, shoulda, or woulda done. Okay? And I'm telling you, about to be 35 years old, there's things that I could go back and look at and say, I wish I would have talked to that girl. I wish I would have asked that girl to prom. I wish I would have taken classes in drama club and try to go do acting and different things like that. I wish. Instead of saying why I can't do something, I say, why not? Why not? You give yourself why not? What could it really matter in the long span of things? Because when you're young, or even when you like my age, you have nothing to lose. You have literally nothing to lose. Does it hurt when somebody denies you of something? Yeah, it hurts. But it's only temporary if you let it be temporary. Now, if you let it control your life and say, no one's ever going to like me, guess what's going to happen? You're going to believe no one's ever going to like you. My girl got friends where they say, oh, they've had bad relationship after bad relationship after bad relationship. And they sit there and say, oh, no man, I'm not meant to be in a relationship. No man's ever gonna be with me. Guess what? And that's exactly what's happening. No man's ever gonna be with her because she doesn't open herself up to those things. You gotta be open to take risks. If it's, and I mean this in every form, when you're investing, you're taking a risk. When you're working out and going outside, I'm outside right now. A tornado just came into our city yesterday. I'm still out here. I'm going to take a risk because I care about myself. I'm back loving myself. And I want y'all to start loving yourselves and stop fearing the unknown, because you don't know the outcome until you actually take the leap. All right? So, to reiterate, stop letting fear control your life. All right? That's the number one thing I'm trying to get y'all to understand. And instead of saying, why should I do something, say, why not? Why not? Okay? And the last thing, this is a movie, man. Life is a movie. What's your movie gonna say? All right? I'll see y'all tomorrow. Let's keep grinding.